Hi guys, how you been doing? It's been a while since I've recorded a video. I've been kind of busy getting on with work, catching up with stuff, hanging out with family and friends. But I really want to test out the new feature where you can embed a survey into Power Apps. So I thought why not do a video where we could all learn this together. So let's get started. So first of all, many of you might have known, or if you have not known about this, there's a new preview feature where it allows you to embed Forms Pro onto Canvas app. Before you get started, make sure that you are on Power Apps Plan 1 license and you have Forms Pro license, because this is a premium feature, so you can't use it if you do not have Forms Pro license. Second thing is make sure that you are in the same environment for your Power Apps as well as Forms Pro. So let me show you. Like here, as you can see, I'm in Elaine environment. So my Forms Pro will have to be in the same environment as well. If you do not know how to get started with Forms Pro, you could maybe I'll just quickly show you. Just go Forms Pro. Yeah, I think that's the one. And then just click get started and you can start a trial. So what I've done here is I've created some sort of a quiz more than a survey. Well, you could actually create a survey, but yeah, I wanted to do something more fun. So I actually have a quiz here created, which is about your knowledge on Harry Potter. So are you a Harry Potter nerd? I'm a big fan of Harry Potter. So I actually love everything Harry Potter, and I read their books like 5-7 times. So that's just me. I will not show you how to create this Forms Pro survey. There's a lot of videos and tutorials showing you how to create this, and I think one very good person that you can follow in the community is Megan Walker. I leave her link below. So she does a lot of hacks and tips and tricks with Forms Pro, which is really awesome. So what I've done here is I've created 3 different questions, and as you can see, with every question there'll be associated responses. So there's no response yet. No one have actually attempted to submit any response. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a Canvas app. I'm going to surface this survey or quiz on Canvas app and attempt to submit the response, and you'll see the response submitted reflected here on Forms Pro. So let's go to my Power Apps Canvas app, and now I'll just create a new Canvas app. You can do table of phone. Let me just do maybe tablet. I'll just call this Forms Pro feature Unbox. It's a pretty long name. Yep, so this one will take a while to create. So I really like this new feature. I think that with this, there's like endless things you can actually do with it. Like for instance, if I create a app and I want a survey in the end, I could actually create one in Forms Pro and embed it on my app instead of sending a link, an external link where you got to click on and you open another form and etc. So this is pretty cool. So once I have it here, I could just go insert, go to input. So that's the one, Forms Pro survey preview. So now once I embed this here, you can actually make the size bigger if you want. Let's make this full screen. Yeah, you haven't seen, there's nothing here yet because I've not selected the survey. So now on your Forms Pro one, on properties, there's the survey selector. So I only have one survey, so Are You Harry Potter Nerd will just appear, and as you can see here, it's a premium connector, so you need at least a Power Apps Plan 1. And if you have Power Apps Plan 1 and you try to connect but you can't see your survey, check your environment, make sure that you are in the same environment. So here you go. So you can even see your themes. It looks exactly the same here in my themes. Yep. And then can just scroll down. So let's try and just submit this survey. Let's wait for it to load. Yeah, so it's really very easy, as you can see, just 2 clicks. So Harry Potter Nemesis, Tom Riddle, there are one. This is I think Holy. Oh, can't actually remember as now. I think Phoenix Feather, and then 7 books. If I click submit, thank you response is submitted. I expect to see the response reflected immediately. Oops, not reflected yet. I do a refresh here. Yay, here you go. So as you can see here at the bottom, there's one response today, anonymous. Well, it's anonymous because when I submit, I did not enter a name or an email. So now let's try to map a name and an email upon submission. So what you do is you go back to your Forms Pro, and there's something called context parameters. Yep. So context parameters is a function for you to map your user input to a particular field in Forms Pro. So on the response here, as you can see, there's name and email. So let's try and do that. Oh, by the way, while I was testing this a while yesterday, I realized that you can't actually map it to the field name. Even though here is shown name, you actually have to map it to either the first name or the last name. It's really strange. I'm not sure why, but if you try to map to a name, it wouldn't appear. So I'll just show you, right? So now we have name. So what I'm going to do, there's 2 ways to do this. One is you have a text input where the users can enter their name upon submission. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pick up the login username. So that will be user. Yep, here. Just click on this user dot. I'll get the full name as well as the email. User dot email. Okay, oops, it's a parenthesis, not that. Yep, so what I get here, user got full name. So another cool thing I want to show you is now when you click on this command here, you can see what is the output. So this is the output, Elaine U, and then if I click on this email, you see that this is my email address. So you know that it's returning something, right? So now if I run this and I just submit another survey or quiz, well, this is more of a quiz than a survey actually. So Tom Riddle, Phoenix Feather, 7. Thank you for your response. So now we just refresh this again. I'm hoping to see 2 responses and at least the email is populated. So there we go, 2 responses. And yep, here you go. You have the email here, but as you can see, the name is blank. So even though there's the output, which is Elaine, it somehow didn't map back to the Forms Pro name value. So what I'm going to do is, let me move this here, else I'll just keep clicking on it. I'm just going to change this to first name. So instead of name, I go to first name. Oh, always remember to put this open close this symbol. I don't know what is it called, when your variable have when it's more than like it's multiple word, like first name, not just name. Remember to include this. Email. Okay, here you go. So let's try this again. Tempest Phoenix. Now I should be able to see the name appearing. So if you do not submit a name or email, it will just track it as anonymous, which is fine if you want anonymous on your email. So there you go, Elaine is appeared. So not sure why you have to put first name. It works with last name as well, but it just doesn't work with name. Another thing I found as well is that you know how for those of you familiar with Form Pro, you can actually create survey variables, but when you create new ones, you can't actually map the survey variables on the context parameter. So that's the two things that I found when I tested it out. So that's all for today. Just a quick short video. I hope you guys have learned something today and happy about wrapping. Bye.